बोले गंगा मैया की जय.
Okay, tell me, where the best Aarti happens? Rishikesh? Haridwar? Varanasi? So Ganga Aarti has a different feel at all the places. It's not about the good, better and best. But my favorite Ganga Aarti happens in Haridwar at Har Ki Pauri. And today, we are going there. In the evening at 6 p.m., Ganga Aarti happens in Haridwar. This is already 10:30. So technically I have got 7 hours. Do you think I can cover 89 kilometers in 7 hours? Let's see. So it is 10:30 when I'm packing my bicycle and starting 89-kilometer long journey from my uncle's place to Haridwar. I went to the fields to say goodbye to my relatives and then I started the journey. On the way, my whole focus was on riding. I stopped at a very few places. In between, I got a chance to interact with few people, but I was having a deadline to reach Haridwar before 6 p.m. Today is day 452 of Chandigarh to Australia cycling trip and day 2 of cycling here in Uttar Pradesh.
Lots of greenery, huh? I'm enjoying this ride now.
And it was around 4 p.m. when I was around 14 kilometers from Har Ki Pauri. And it was not at all an easy ride. It has taken a full test of my body, my stamina and my willpower. When I was about to enter to Haridwar city, this is when I met this champ, and you know what was my first question to him? I asked this.
कहाँ पर कौन सी धर्मशाला थी? धर्मशाला बहुत सारी है. थोड़ा जगह बताओ, मैं तो नया हूँ, थोड़ा समझाओ रास्ता. हर की पौड़ी का.
Listening to his suggestion, I reached to that chalk.
This place is Bhagat Singh Chowk where I have reached.
And then I started riding towards the Har Ki Pauri. I was 3 or 4 kilometers away from the place where the Aarti happens. Time is already 5 o'clock. That means I have got 1 hour to find a stay and settle down. Whenever you reach to such a religious place where things has got commercialized, the first challenge is always to find out a place to stay, and this is where I was struggling at that time. So my plan was I will find a place to leave my bicycle, then I'll go to the Ganga Ghat and see the Aarti. I asked from this man,
ये रहने की जगह ढूंढ रहा हूँ गंगा जी के स्थान के लिए. अभी बहुत सारे होटल नहीं सस्ता है वैसे 50-100 में कुछ मिलता है.
he told me about Karni Bhavan. So I was riding and searching for the Karni Bhavan.
50-100 में क्या है तो रहो, पर लोकल लोगों को ना थोड़ा कम पता होता है अपने शहर के रहने की जगह के बारे में. तो चलो आज एक नया एडवेंचर करेंगे हम सब मिलके.
Both the sides, whatsoever the prices were written for a room in the Dharamshala, that was minimum 300 rupee and it was beyond my budget, as you all know.
पीछे लिखा हो तो 300 रुपये से रूम स्टार्ट होते हैं. थोड़ा हाई साइड है, मैं अपने बजट में रहने की कोशिश करूँगा. तो 100 रुपी 150 इतने में ट्राई करेंगे. माय गॉड, मैं गंगा माँ के बहुत नज़दीक हूँ. अजीब सी फीलिंग है मेरे को. सच में यार सीजन से उतरी है, मुझे सोचते ही.
The road was full of traffic and the people walking. Lots of sadhus were there, lots of food stalls were there, and lots of stay options were there. But they were not for me because I wanted something economical. After reaching to that place where it's supposed to be the Karni Bhavan, I asked from this gentleman and see what he said.
ये करनी धर्मशाला कहाँ है?
करनी धर्मशाला.
हाँ
करनी.
हाँ,
तो आगे आगे वो तो पीछे ही है.
कहाँ पर है?
वाल्मीकि चौक के पास.
मुझे बोला था सूर्योदय होटल आएगा उसके साथ है.
वो वही है.
Being a cyclist, you all know that I never wanted to go back. So I thought, okay, let's go ahead and find some alternate option, even if it is not the Karni Dharamshala or Karni Bhavan.
उधर सस्ता सा रुकने की जगह चाहिए, कहाँ मिलेगी? मतलब 100-200 या 150 का बजट.
आगे भी मिल जाएगा, थोड़ा आगे भी 300-400 मीटर आगे जाएगा.
इतने में मिल जाएगा. इसी तोड़ के आगे जाना है.
मिल जाएगा.
But this is when I heard something. It was an indication that Aarti is about to start. I asked from a rickshawala and he said,
अभी नहीं पौने 6 बजे ठीक होगा
technically, I had only 15 minutes to settle down. They gave me option to leave my bicycle there at any place nearby, but
अभी सारी गाड़ी होनी चाहिए
I was not ready to take a risk.
बस साइकिल सुरक्षित रहनी चाहिए ना, बस साइकिल चोरी होगी तो खत्म था यात्रा।
आप एक काम करो वो बरनाला वाला में
वहाँ पे चलकर
वो पीला वाला
जो नीला बोर्ड लगा है।
पीला वाला जो आश्रम वही है बरनाला का आप आपको दोनों सुविधा मिलेगी
अच्छा।
अच्छा मोटर फट जाए तो
क्या बात है, बहुत बढ़िया जी, थैंक यू। एकदम सामने ही है, मेरे को फटाफट करके आना पड़ेगा जो भी कर रहा हूँ। नमस्कार जी, आप हैं इधर? और रात को ठहरने के लिए चाहिए था, कल सुबह जाना है, साइकिल यात्रा पे है। हाँ, कुछ बता सकते हैं थोड़ा कम बजट में कहीं आसपास?
के पास
इस गली में अंदर डोम पे? ठीक, थैंक यू।
This is when I met with two brokers.
नहीं भाई, बजट कम है,
कम नहीं कर देंगे
100-150 वाला बजट है ना, साइकिल वाले के हिसाब से बताओ। इधर बता रहे कोई डोम पैड वाला, डोम कहाँ पे इधर डोम पैड बता रहे थे कुछ, डोरमेट्री के 500 रुपये। लंबा सफर है, खर्चा कम करना है, पैसे नहीं है। कुछ अच्छा सा जुगाड़ बताओ ना भाई, बता दो मतलब वहाँ पार्किंग में सो जा, आप ये कह रहे हैं? हाँ सब बेड बुड कुछ है वो तो बिस्तर वैसे पार्किंग में ऐसे ही सो जा, पर सेफ्टी साइकिल चोरी हो गई तो पार्किंग पर्ची काट देगा। अच्छा, ये जुगाड़ है, ट्राई कर सकते हैं। कितने दूर है?
जैसे 500 मीटर आगे जाओगे ना
हाँ,
बहुत आएगा।
अच्छा,
6 किलोमीटर
वहाँ से मिल जाऊँ, आरती निकल जाएगी आज मेरी। ऐसे छोड़ सकता हूँ आपको, किसी भरोसा नहीं। 15 मिनट के लिए यहाँ पता क्या भैया, हम 2 दिन पकड़ में होने के कहाँ तो आएगा तो होगा। चलो ठीक है भाई।
Initially, I did not understand what do you mean by the parking. But having no choice, having no option, I started riding and went to that parking place.
अभी मैं भीमगोड़ा का पुल पार कर रहा हूँ।
And luckily, do you know what? With the blessing of Ganga Maiya, it took me 5 minutes to find a place to leave my bicycle.
बढ़िया चीज़ हो गई, साइकिल खड़ी है अंदर यहाँ इस जगह पे एकदम सेफ्टी के साथ, कोई टेंशन नहीं है। आरती कितनी दूर होती है यहाँ पे? 1 किलोमीटर? ठीक है जी। मैं साइकिल छोड़ के भागता हुआ जा रहा हूँ, थोड़ा सा टाइम बचा है।
And then I started running towards the place where the art is supposed to happen.
जब भी स्ट्रगल किया है ना लाइफ में, सुखद अंत हुआ है।
I was in rush. The thing which was going on in my mind, what if I would miss the Aarti? Seeing the Ganga Aarti on Har Ki Pauri was the only reason to ride non-stop to reach here. All the time when I was rushing towards the Ganga Ghat, I was thinking, I wish I could reach there on time. I wanted to see those diyas floating in the Ganga Jal. I wanted to hear that jayakara of Jai Ganga Maiya with my own ears. And the moment I made it to the ghat, I saw the people returning. It was all dark there. When I asked from a local, this is what he said.
Yeah. कितनी देर हुई है? 10 मिनट हो भी गए। So all of them are going back. He's also trying to find out the last few customers, the vendors. They are shutting down their business now.
I simply sat down on the stairs. I was looking at the Ganga. It was a feeling that though I have missed the Aarti, but I have not missed the Ganga. The water in the Ganga was flowing non-stop. People were returning. And this is when I realized that I was running for the Aarti. But the most important thing which I was needing at that time was the peace. After riding 200 kilometers, I was physically tired. But today, here at Har Ki Pauri, I was feeling so light. The diyas, they were already melting. The bells, they already stopped. I was thinking like I'm 5 years late, not 5 minutes. And this is when I started feeling not late, not disappointed. I started feeling empty. I thought that I will shout on myself. I thought I will complain. I thought that I would say myself that I have traveled so hard today and I missed. But weirdly, nothing of this happened. And when I was sitting there talking to myself in that peace, this is when I understood something. I have always been taking this journey on the map. I was having a target to reach. I was more concerned about covering the distances, finding out the next destination after covering the one. But this river, the Ganga, it never runs on any map. It flows with its own will. Though the Ganga was really not talking to me, but I felt so that it is being said by her. If you really want to understand me and want to stay close to me as a mother, then let me lead you. And this is when I made this plan to let the Ganga lead me, to let the Ganga guide me. From today onwards, I will not be chasing any destination. I will follow the Ganga. And that's when it hits me. It hits me so hard that I thought that I will listen to the Ganga, not as a tourist, not as a traveler, not as a cyclist, but as a student. And I made a promise. But one promise cannot be without a proof. This is when I decided a symbol. I purchased a simple bottle.
हाँ, साइकिल पे बनारस जा रहा हूँ, वहाँ जाके गंगा जी में डालने की सोचा है मैंने। तो यहाँ से ले जाता हूँ, वहाँ गंगा जी में मिला दूंगा। हेलो,
अच्छा को बात है।
ठीक है, यहीं से भर लो पीछे से, इस तरफ। अच्छा ठीक है।
I filled it with Ganga Jal, and it was not a souvenir. It was a symbol of promise. And this is when I took this pledge that I will be carrying this Ganga Jal with me from Haridwar to Varanasi.
बढ़िया हो गया जी। अब ये वाराणसी में जाके गंगा जी में मिलाएंगे।
Once I reach to Varanasi, I will pour this water back into the Ganga. So today, the journey, which starting from here in Haridwar, it will end the day I will reach to Varanasi and pour this water into the Ganga again. Do you know what? In the life, we collect lots of things. We collect trophies, memories, photos, and what else not. But you know, sometimes the most powerful thing is the promise which we keep. Because this kind of a promises which we make, they gives us the direction, especially when we feel lost in the life. So I came here in Haridwar to see the Ganga Aarti on the Ganga Ghat. Though I missed the Aarti, but still I feel myself like a winner. Because today I have found a new path, a new way of traveling. So from today onwards, this is not going to be a simple journey. From today onwards, it's going to be listening to Ganga stories. I will do only one thing on this journey. I will take a stop, I will take a halt at different places, and I will listen to the Ganga. So from tomorrow onwards, we will follow the Ganga river. Ganga will be my guide, and I will be following all the ghats starting from here Haridwar till Varanasi. And we will be listening all the stories which Ganga has to tell. Let's ride together and find out what Ganga has to tell us. So see you in the next video with the first episode of Listening to Ganga series. Jai Ganga Maiya.